So to make the pudding, we are going to be adding 2 cups of milk. We are going to be placing this on a medium heat, and then until there are bubbles forming along the edges, we will move on to the next step. Okay, so now we have bubbles forming around the edges, and now we're going to be adding our sugar, cornstarch, and salt mixture into this, and we're just going to be giving it a good stir for about 5 minutes until it thickens up. We are going to be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. This is going to give it such a great flavor. 1 tablespoon of butter, and giving this a mix. So here we have the pudding, and now I'm going to be placing it in the fridge and letting it chill. Okay, so to make the crust and crumble, we are going to be making a homemade sugar cookie crust and crumble. So we're going to start off by using 1 stick of salted softened butter. And then we are going to be using 3/4 cup of sugar. Then we are going to be mixing these 2 together until well combined. Now we are going to be adding in 1 egg, and then giving this another mix. And then now we're going to be adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then giving this another mix. Now we're going to be adding some of our flour, baking powder, and salt. We're just going to be adding just a little bit at a time. And don't forget that the recipe is in the description box as well. And then once you've mixed it, you just want to use your spatula and kind of just fold the mixture to kind of make just one big ball, and see how nicely that came together. So then now you have our sugar cookie mix here, and this is going to taste so good with our dessert. Okay, so now that we have our sugar cookie mixture done, what I'm gonna do is just take a portion and then put it in my 8x8 dish here, and we're just going to be kind of just spreading this out, and I want to have like a thin crust, and then the rest should be for the crumble. So for now I'm just going to spread this out on our pan here, and I will get back to you when I'm done. Okay, so I've just been using this little Ziploc bag, and it's been helping to help spread the dough, and now it is perfectly flat. And we're going to be using this other mixture here to make a gigantic cookie so we can do the crumbles. So I'm basically going to do the same thing that I did with that other pan. I'm going to be getting my butter and just buttering my cookie sheet here really well so it doesn't stick. Rub it in with the Ziploc bag at all the sides, the corners, really important. And then just gonna get our sugar cookie, just dump it on there, and then just taking our Ziploc bag in our hands, and then just making this about the size of this sheet and just spreading it along. So here we have both the crust and then the cookie. We're going to be placing this in about a 350-degree oven, baking this for about 10 minutes, And then the crust, since it's a little bit thicker, for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. So the cookie recently came out of the oven. I just had to let it cool for a few minutes. And I'm just going to be taking this and kind of just making little crumbs and kind of just breaking the cookie apart. This is going to add such a great crumbs. Of course you could do this with your hands, but it is a little hot. So I'm just kind of just breaking it up with my little spatula and going to be doing this, and I'll get back to you when it's done. Okay, so here we have all of our sugar cookie crumbs. Before we assemble our dessert, I have some very ripe bananas. So what I'm going to be doing is just cutting all of these up, and this will be perfect to put in our dessert. And let's see, we're just going to cut them into little pieces. So we're just going to be cutting our banana just in little slices. So here we have all our bananas. So now we're going to be taking our pudding from the fridge and kind of just pouring a little bit on and then spreading this out. We're going to be doing some layers here. I want to spread the pudding out first. Maybe just a little bit more. I'm just spreading it out with my spatula here. And our bananas, and just placing them along here in a nice little row. So once that is all done, we're going to be taking our sugar cookie crumbs and then just sprinkling these on our dessert here. Make sure to take a generous amount and just spread it all along here. All right, so once that is done, we are going to be taking our pudding and pouring the rest on here. Now that that's done, we're just gonna be taking more bananas and just doing the same thing, and then just doing more of the sugar cookie crumble, really just giving it a lot. And then we're going to be taking more of our bananas and then just topping them off so you can see the bananas. And then if you have some excess pudding, what you can do is just take a little bit and then try to do like little drizzles just to give it some color. So now we're going to be making some homemade whipped cream. I put my bowl in the beaters for 5 minutes in the freezer to help the whipped cream whip up faster. I'm just going to be pouring just a little bit for about 1 serving. And then I'm going to be taking some powdered sugar and just getting about a teaspoon. We're going to be mixing this. And a note about whipped cream is that you have to serve it immediately. So as you can tell, it has thickened up. You can tell it has thickened up, and this is about like the consistency that you want. So when you spoon it, it doesn't drop. So this is perfect, and we are ready to serve. Okay, so now for the best part, the taste test. Cannot wait to finally try this. Everything is homemade, from the pudding to the cookie crust, and to the whipped cream. So let's give it a try. That tastes so good. The pudding has such a wonderful flavor with the vanilla bean paste and the bananas. It's so creamy, so flavorful, so much better than the store-bought pudding, the instant pudding. So much better. And that whipped cream, so good. I hope you will give this a try. This is such a great and easy dessert to make, and I'm sure it's great to please a crowd if you're cooking for large people, or even if you want to make it for yourself, it's perfect too. I hope that you will try it sometime soon. In the meantime, I will be enjoying this. I enjoy making this dessert so much, and I hope that you will give it a try sometime soon as well. The recipe will be in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. I hope that you will give this recipe a try sometime soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!